we create this beautiful gathering of love and light and human oneness, so that we may thread together all that we are through open hearts, serving the divine, so that the divine in all that we are thread, explore, experience, and express in new divine frequencies of consciousness as we co-create, as we open, as we allow all that we are as divine beings. Within this sacred circle, within this sacred gathering, the beautiful temples of the ethers have been created in, around, and through each and every one of us, so that the sacredness of our gathering, the sacredness of our intentions, co-create new catalytic moments of human and heavenly templates. Consciousness templates through which our intentions begin to activate the God consciousness in fields within the all. So that our intentions of joy, our intentions of happiness, our intentions of harmonic co-creations, serving the greater good of the all, for the all, begin to send out the heart pulsations that begin to pull and gather through the electromagnetic forces that is the universe, that is the omnipresent, the consciousness of intelligence, the consciousness of love that we are. And allow the hearts, for those who so desire, as we have called in your teams and your higher selves and your souls, in the highest of guidance, in the highest of protection, through the archangelic frequencies, the celestial frequencies of our healing teams and our soul's essence, Lord Michael, Lord Metatron, Lord Melchizedek, the highest frequencies of the councils of light, the highest frequencies of Melchizedek, the highest frequencies of the Christ consciousness, the Elohim, the creator gods, the consciousness of earth, the pixies, the fairies, and the gnomes, the consciousness of the forests, the consciousness within earth, and all that is crystalline being the co-creation of these fields that become our experiential reality. And we sit within this beautiful etheric crystalline pyramid upon the Diamond Heart Sanctuary. And as all time and space transmute into greater crystalline energies, supporting our heart's excitement and our soul's excitement, as we are showered and bathed in the Christed frequencies of joy and laughter and harmony and oneness and unity, the soul's aspects and particles of all that we are, as our hearts open, our divine sacred heart, the center of our being, calling forth all power and light that we have left behind or given away back to our center within this crystalline etheric pyramid. Upon this sacred soul tribe gathering, our hands and our hearts are joined as one within the one human heart of our human collective, gathering to unite, gathering to play, gathering to explore, gathering to experience all that we are in our highest frequencies of crystalline human form. And our consciousness is focused in this center, this sacred circle. And our hearts are open to new vibrations of love. Our hearts are open to new vibrations of co-creation with the essence and the consciousness of Gaia. As we anchor and ground all that we are through our sacral, to her crystalline heartbeat, through the sands and soils and through the sediments that are the elements of all that we are. And we begin to harmonize and call in the oneness with Gaia. For I am one with the elements of all that you are, Gaia. I am one with the crystalline grids. I am one with the earth and the soil. I am one with the harmonic fields of light and song and sound. I am one with the vibrations of the insects and the birds. I am one with the vibration of the nature. And I am one with the divine blueprint that you support all human life in exploration of divine loving consciousness. And in this sacred gathering, we allow our hearts to open as we call forward the soul essence of all that we are, as we call forward all aspects of all that we are, ready to be entangled and harmonized, with our higher selves harmonizing as all 13 chakras open and spiral within our intentions of sacred breath. Our intentions of sacred breath calling in ascension codes and light codes, activating the DNA, activating the cells through oxygen, through blood, through our multidimensional allness that we are, harmonizing with the allness without, and through breath, as within love, as without love, we become fluid, we become crystalline, we become golden, we become pure. And our intentions of the higher mind, our intentions of the divine heart, our intentions of our soul become harmonized through breath. The all that we are as a multidimensional heaven and earthly body are one in the intention through harmonization, bringing all bodies into a harmonization center point, through which this center point is the focus of manifestation. The mind in its balance, in its acuteness, the mind in its ability to focus, the mind in its ability to call forward, magnetize, harmonize, synchronicities, being enveloped by divine, sacred, unconditional love of the soul. For the soul harmonizes all aspects of our multidimensional bodies. Our soul, from the center of our being, calls in our emotions to be rebalanced, calls in the mental acuity to be rebalanced, to rest. And how the ego will continue to spiral. Its desire to soar, and the soul calls it forward. Come in and rest, for the spirit desires to move forward in fluidity with Source, into the fields of the all that are fluid. And moment for moment for moment is each of our own experiences exploring who we are as Source in human form. And as we shed density and limitation and fear, the ego will bring forward patterns, cellular imprints, aspects of you for acknowledgement, for awareness, for healing and release. For the ego's role has been to keep you safe. The ego's role has been control. And a master, moment for moment, calls it forward within the divine sacred heart to be loved whole by the soul, to be loved and to be enveloped in love, greater love and greater love, so that the ego begins to trust. The divine mind softens and surrenders, so that from heartfelt divine solar power, intentions set forth through the spiral that we call time, in constant surrender. I surrender the divine mind into the love of the divine soul. I surrender all that I am in this moment for acknowledgement, for allowance to be more of all that I am as love. I release all judgment of thoughts that felt dense or fearful or less than. My soul calls forward unconditional love for every thought, every action, and every deed. And in all moments that this surrender into love, I become more and more all that I am as a crystalline blessing of creation. For this is the profundity of love. For there is nothing that love cannot transmute. Every thought form of density, every thought form of fear, every thought form of less than, call it forward to be taken in and loved whole in your divine sacred heart. Where the Source Creator, the heavenly balances of intellect and will and power, that purity of intent that resides and beacons from the center of your being. And your divine sacred heart just calls out of pure intent that activates alchemic change, that activates the purity of your crystalline essence as God. In the purity of my intent, I am centered and I am grounded with the crystalline heartbeat of Gaia. I am one with her blueprint of love, of exploration into the cosmos, of exploration as oneness into the omnipresence. And I feel the surrounding energies of the angelics, of the highest frequencies of the councils. And my heart opens wide in my child excitement to play. For I beckon the child within me to come forward and hold the hands of Source Creator as I dance and I skip in sacred play and sacred joy. As I allow myself to step forward moment after moment into new unknown territory of consciousness, of love, of light, of exploration, of joy. I trust all that I am. Moment for moment I spiral. I spiral. I spiral into love. I spiral into love. I spiral into love. And my heart opens ever further, unfurling each petal of love, to envelope those judgments, to envelope the fears of illusion, the fears of other lifetimes, the fears of the ego. And the ego is brought in, and the ego is shown how important it is and how powerful it is as it lives in harmonic balance of one allness. To move as a harmonized, fluidic body of love. To move as a harmonized, fluidic body of unconditional Christed light. Ever exploring fields of consciousness laid before each moment. God consciousness fields of play. God consciousness fields of light. The eternal before the eternal, the infinite before the infinite. Laid before you in each moment. For your heart to open and your arms to spread wide in your receipt of your allness. And all that you are is a multidimensional being, the pineal gland, your pillar of light, the multidimensional bodies, spiraling in harmony through your breath. The oneness of all that you are through your intention to experience your oneness. The balanced harmony of your mental body, the balanced harmony of your emotional body, the balanced harmony of your physical body, the balanced harmony of your etheric body. Your electromagnetic fields are cleansed and the most profound crystalline light energies pulsating as your heart raises to its highest consciousness of Christed light. For it's your birthright to play as light. It's your birthright to explore as light. It's your birthright to be light. And you call forward the consciousness fields of Gaia in this moment of now. As the all that you are is open, the divine of you is open to entangle with the divine in the all, so that the greater good may be served by your gracious and sacred joyful play. For the God within you desires to dance and entangle with the God within the all. Particles of golden spherical light dancing before you, rainbow crystalline rays of light dancing before you, spiraling within the heavens, spiraling within the earth, and the waters and the forests and nature, all entangled and threaded with you now. As your divine sacred heart opens, your divine sacred heart opens, I call forward the source of all that I am in all of my oneness spiraling within the all. In this divine and perfect moment, in this divine and perfect moment, I am the threaded bliss. I am the threaded bliss of love. I am the fluid golden light of love. I am the fluid golden light of Source. I have loved all my judgments. I have loved all that I am. And I am so excited to be whole in this moment. I am spiraling anew. I am spiraling anew. I am the sacred blessing of Source. I am the sacred blessing of Source, and my arms and my hands and my heart and my bodies are moving as the golden thread with Source Creator. I am the threaded love of Source. I am the threaded twine of Source. I am one within the all. Golden, liquid, fluid, love. Golden, liquid, fluid, love. And my heart opens. My heart opens. All that I am is one, spinning and spiraling within the crystalline pyramid, through nature, through sound, through the heavens, through the cosmos, through the galaxies, through the planets, through the sacred soil of earth. We are one, in sacred song, in sound, and intonations, activating the DNA, activating the fields, activating all that I am, as love, as light, as sacred traveler, as sacred co-creator, as this sacred omnipresence that I am in human form. How I play, oh how I play. Naya tikia, ia kia uiano, ia kia no kia, ia ia, uia kia, uiano ia kia. The sacred energies of love and the sacred energies of light, in the masterful understanding, through the navigation of reality, through the navigation of experience, that all challenges, that all fears, that all judgments, that all thoughts play as the catalyst, play as the field of transmutation that we each walk, that we each choose to love in compassion, to love in our forgiveness, to love in our wholeness. And all that we are opens, particle through particle, that has been transmuted by love for love. For you are the God Essence awakening the God Essence, transmuting all particles of density. You are the golden twine, threaded eternally, infinitely with Source Creator. All moments is a song. All moments is an embrace of all that you are. Unconditional acceptance of all that you are. Unconditional allowance of all that you are. Unconditional threading within the all of all that you are. Cosmic liquid breath. Cosmic liquid light. And the heavens play, and the celestial teams and families play. And we meet and gather as one in this sacred space. That our hearts of excitement and our hearts of joy that have created this gathering and this communion as a sacred space of play and joy. Wayanana. Wiyatatatai nanaka. Wayananaka tete shianana. Wayananaka tatai tatanayanaka tatai tatayakananaka. Fui ananaka tete shianana. Fui anana itiki ananaka te shiananaka te anaka. Fui ananaka prakadarai kananaka tatai shiananaka. Free anana tate esi ananaka tata ai tata tanaka te tete anaka tete anaka tete esi anaka tata parakada ai te kanaka tata ai tete esi anaka. Free ananaka tata ai shi anaka tata ai te a tete esi anana tata ai tete esi anaka tata ai se anaka tata ai se anaka parakada ai te kanaka. Free ai ananata. Free ai ananaka tata ai shi anaka parakada ai te kanaka tata ai tete esi anaka tata. Wayananaka parakadadai de kananaka tata. Hiananaka tata de kananaka tata de kananaka. Huyananaka tata de kananaka tata ashiananaka. I ate te asiananaka tata tata asiananaka. Huyananaka tata tiashiananaka parakadadai de kananaka. Huyananaka tata ashiananaka parakadadai de kananaka tata I te ate ananaka. Huyananaka tata ashiananaka parakadadai. He she ananaka parakadadai te nanakai. He she ananaka parakadadai te kananakai. Fui nanaka dadai te kananaka. Fui parakadadai te kananaka. I te si anana tatai si anana tatai te te ananata. Fui anana parakadadai te kananaka tai te kananaka tai te kananaka tai te kananaka parakadadai si ananaka. Fui ananaka tai si anana tai si ananaka tatai si ananaka. Wayanana tatai shiananaka. Wayananaka tatai shiananana. Wishianana tatai te shiananaka te shiana. Wayatatai shiana tate shiana. Wishianana te te ana ea. Wishiana ke te ana. Wayananaka e te a. Wayanana ke anana. Wayana tate shiananaka. Wayananaka tatai shiananaka. Prakadadai te 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 he te nanaha tatai shianana. Huyanana te shiananaka te e ananaha. Wingana te ana. I ana he I anaha. Oh yana eke ana ae. Oh ana eke ano. E ano e a. Oh e a. Oh, hey, ah, hey, ah. sikyanoya Hiyanoi kianai Hayanakata Ishiana Free High Tate Shianaka Free Shianaka Parakadai Tate Nanaka Hoyanaka Tate Shianana. The merging of all particles. As you swim within the soup of creation, as you allow and accept and love all that you are to flow within greater soups of love, within greater soups of sacred play. You are mastering the essence of centeredness. Centeredness opening all wisdoms. Centeredness opening greater portals of love and dimensionality. Centeredness opening the blessings of the divine mind that is in full trust, that is in full sacred play of oneness as the soul is, as the heart is, as the solar power center is. Not one of the bodies, not one aspect of the self is in desire to overpower or overrun any other aspect, but to live in complete centeredness, in complete harmony. For all that you are is awakening to all that you are. And bringing all aspects into the center of love. That within the cycle of love, as above, so below, as within, so without, the center point, the crisscrossing, the crucible, is that exchange of centeredness, of power, and softening, compassion, and action. Intellect and surrender. Acceptance, allowance. Divine power and divine love. centered in all things. That is Source, the center, the nucleus. Creational life upon creational life. Always seeking its perfection in center. To fluidically live in center. Opening an allowance, coming into center through benevolent love, through benevolent giving, through surrender and receiving, accepting and allowing. Continual centering of your expansive play into creation. Centering in love, centering in wholeness, centering in all that you are, accepting and honoring and embracing unconditional Source essence, Source experience, the all that is. Ego is like the excited child, ready to go into the creational playground without understanding the cosmic laws or the energetic laws, and having to call it back into center so that it is loved, so that it is cared for, so that it is nurtured and it is guided, so that it may surrender and be threaded in harmonization with the soul, as the soul seeks its oneness, to move in its oneness, to drift and sway in its oneness, in complete unconditional trust, without any one aspect running astray in its own agendas, in its own motives, in its own expectations of what it thinks. For the all that you are, to be acknowledged, to be brought back in as a harmonized, unionized team of light, and each aspect of you having its own unique job and role within this harmonized essence of sacred play that you are as a being of light, as a vortex of light, as a field of light. For the higher mind to open and allow the inspirations and the focus, and the soul to love all parts, the heart to love all parts, offering an expansive portals of play, and the bodies to walk forward in this light of oneness and harmony, the ever-moving experience that you are as Source, the ever-moving experience that you are as love, co-creating in human form, blessing in human form, gracing in human form. Allowing the soul to live as the soul, dear ones. The soul, as vast as it is, threaded within the all, the perfection of God, the multidimensionality that you will begin to sense and know, like having your physical body or feet in many dimensions at once. And the Master calls the aspects to the center for focused, loving, co-creative play, so that you do not become confused or flustered, and you ground within the moment of your centeredness and the allness of you as God, allowing all sacred parts of you to flow within creation as you center and harmonize your focus of playful intent, of exploration, of joyful co-creation, of benevolency and exploration. And all parts of you are commanded lovingly in your mastery to magnetize and call forward the synchronicities, the informations, the wisdoms, the patterns, the numbers, the energies, the vibrations, the colors, the essence that you will need upon your path. The cell of all that you are, sending out threads of golden harmony to call forward, to magnetize, to thread information and wisdoms back to the center of all that you are, so that the cell of all that you are further magnetizes and sends out from your divine sacred God heart pulsations of excitement, pulsations of crystalline joy, pulsations of harmony, and the golden threads upon golden threads upon golden threads within the all, speaking and aligning with one another through vibration. For these are the wills, these are the agendas and the plans of the co-creator, vibrating the plan of unity, vibrating the plan of oneness, vibrating the plan of love through all particles within the center of its being. So that there is not one aspect of life that does not understand its oneness within the all if it seeks it. If it asks for it to come forward, if it surrenders into it in its allowance of love, forgiveness, or compassion in any one moment. For the Source Creator always is, pulsing within the center of all moments. That crucible crisscross, ever igniting love and harmony in your oneness within it all. And why you can unconditionally trust. In any one moment you are exactly where you are meant to be, with whom you are meant to be. And the greater plans and the greater destinies, the greater experiences of the cosmic wind will be held within your release and your surrender and your willingness to come back to center, to experience the love that is. Divine Source. I call forward all aspects of all that I am in this moment of now. From my pure, heartfelt excitement, from the purity of my heart, that I allow myself to experience the majesty and the joy and the exaltation of my own centeredness. The centered vibration through which the culmination of my being guides me in the center of my beingness. Centeredness of excitement and joy and childlike play guides me in my excitements. That from this center I am gifted the wisdoms and intelligences, or the dreams or the inspirations for my next playful joy. That from this center all threadings are grounded within Gaia, so that I am also a giving and receiving partner and co-creator, offering light, receiving light, offering joy, receiving joy. And with all that is nature, with all that is consciousness, with all councils, with all groups, with benevolent, highest world action, highest world intent, the Christ consciousness flowing in existence with all things. And from my center I am guided, and from my center I am loved, and from my center I am what I am. For I have been blessed in the center of Source. I was birthed from the divine heart of Source. In the expansiveness of thought, in the expansiveness of forgiveness, in the expansiveness of love, I am what I am as Source. And the consciousness of Gaia knows me. And the fairies and the pixies know me. And the trees and the birds know me. And the Elohim creator gods know me. The angels live within me. I am a pure offering of Source. I am a pure and centered offering of Source. I am a pure and centered offering of Source. And I devote to all that I am as an expansive infinite particle, multidimensional essence of love. In any moment that I feel confused or in doubt, that I breathe in the certainty and the knowingness of love, and I center. I center in the surrender of love. I center in the surrender to all my wisdom. I center in surrender of all my passion. I center in surrender of all great clarity that I am, as the fluidic movement of love. And all that I am is healed, all that I am is harmonized, all that I am moves in fluidic motion with love, with light, with Source, as Source. I offer all that I am as Source. I am what I am. I am one with the heavens, and I am one with the earth. I am one with my human family. I am one with all that is sacred. I am one. I am one. I am one. Divine, living, divine light. I am all that is love. I am valued and I am purposeful. I am